If you haven't seen it already, this was my first reaction to seeing Miles with this suit. What is this, Miles? I did not put this garbage on you.
Not an alien, is it?
It's time for a Miles Morales original, you know?
Nigga, throw that shit in the trash.
Looks good.
Or at least put the hood on. That nigga lying like shit. Looks good. That nigga started laughing. It's like I want to get a crispy thumbnail, but you got this suit on, dude. Miles, what are you doing, bro? I put you in a crispy suit and you put on this garbage. Don't finesse me. Do not finesse me. Okay, thank God. Thank God. Also, a thing that brings it down is they forced us to have this suit at the end of the game. I was trying to get crispy thumbnails and you ruined it, Miles. The third suit that we have with a score of 4.75 out of 10 is the Miles Morales King in Black suit. This one is another equally ranked suit styles. But for the sake of this video, I'll throw on green because there's probably not a lot of green in this video. This is another one where I see if you'd rank it between 4 and 6, I can understand. Now I actually like the little hand wrap. I don't really care for the little swirl at the top of his head. But you know, they gave Miles basically 3 symbiote suits, and you know, this is one of the mid-tier ones. Now the final suit that we have with a score of 4.75 out of 10 is the Miles Morales Absolute Carnage suit. The best suit style is obviously the second one. I can understand the third and fourth suit style. What brings it down is specifically the first suit style. What brings it up is specifically the second suit style. And then the last two kind of level each other out. If you said the King in Black is a better suit, I don't understand. Okay. They're right next to each other. They're interchangeable. Like even looking at them now, I'd probably say King in Black is better. But at first, I really only put Absolute Carnage before, specifically because of Carnage. Also, this one has the spider on its back. The other one did not. Now the next 3 suits that we have are ranked 5 out of 10. And the first one is the Miles Morales Life Story suit. Now, the best suit style is the fourth one, and you can't go wrong with either of these suit styles. Now, the reason why I'll put this above Peter Parker's Life Story suit style is number 1. Basically, you get that at the very end of the game. You have to beat the game to get that last EMF mission. Number 2. Miles' suit is just completely more sleek, more clean. Like if someone pulled up on this suit, you know they mean business, especially when they got the gold there. This one looks like they got hands for real. Like this one looks like they got hands, they got tech, they about to pull out some martial arts shit, like bro. And like I said, this one, every single suit style is fire. The mask, I'm not too crazy about. If it wasn't for the mask, I could put this up to 6 or 7. And then you also gotta compare to all the other suits that we have. Now the second suit that we have 5 out of 10 is the Peter Parker symbiote suit. Now this one doesn't have any suit styles, but I'm gonna be honest, not really a fan. Not really a fan. And also, I only put this one high up because I know if I put it any lower, I'd get flamed. I honestly like Life Story better than this one. I like Miles's King of Black and Absolute Carnage suit. Nah, I don't know about Absolute Carnage, but I like his King of Black suit better than this suit. But what I do give it credit for is this one. Number 1, if Mans pulls up on you in this suit, he got hands. You don't even have to ask, he got hands. Number 2, between all the symbiote suits that we've seen, this one actually looks like, hey, yeah, this Peter is mad, bro. Now the final suit that we have ranked 5 out of 10 is the Peter Parker New Blue suit. Now the best suit style is, I mean, you can't go wrong with either of these, but I'll probably say the third one. The second one's basically his original suit, but worse. The first one is basically his foundation suit, but worse. So you're kind of just making an argument for the third and fourth one. It's just as basic as it comes. You know, it's sleek, it's cool, it's whatever. Not the greatest, not the worst. Now the next 2 suits we have are ranked 5.25 out of 10. And the first one is the Peter Parker Black suit. Now this one doesn't have any suit styles. Now this is kind of just like the regular symbiote suit, but a little more design with it. The first one looks all rough, and this one looks a little bit more structured. Now the second suit we have ranked 5.25 out of 10 is The Miles Morales, whatever that suit says, dude. Tokusatsu. Hopefully that's good. Hopefully I said that correctly. Now this one doesn't have any suit styles. If anything, I'd put these last two suits 5 out of 10 if I'm being honest. But I already gave you that 0.25, so I'm gonna let you have it. Only because I don't really like the boots. The gauntlets, they're alright. You know what I'm saying? You look like a fake Power Ranger. You look like you should be in Tron. You look like you should be in a cyberpunk motorcycle biker gang, bro. Speaking of cyberpunk, are they gonna make a sequel? Alright, I know they just dropped the DLC, but I'm not paying for DLC. I need a completely another game if you're gonna get me to pay money for something. But yeah, you know, not the biggest fan. It's alright. A little bit above average. Honestly, I would put it average, but like I said, I'm letting you get that 0.25. Now the next 4 suits we have are ranked 5.5 out of 10. And the first one is the Peter Parker new red and blue suit. Now this one doesn't have any suit styles. You know, a little better than average. Just our normal, regular Spider-Man suit are red and blue. Besides in these Spider-Man games, we didn't really get to see much in it live action. I mean, that's not gonna change your ranking, but it's just a normal suit, bro. A little better than average, but you know, nothing too crazy. Now, the second suit we have ranked 5.5 out of 10 is the Peter Parker tactical suit. Now this one doesn't have any suit styles. And honestly, like, if it has suit styles, I could probably bump it up at least 0.5, get it up there to 6, maybe 7. But you know, this is when we're starting to get like, okay, we have a little bit of good going on. But you know, the colors, not really the biggest fan. Not really the biggest fan of the little on his forehead. He think he's Splinter Cell or some shit. I don't know what he got going on. If someone pulls up to save you with this suit, you probably think, oh, he got hands, but he's gonna pull his punches. I mean, granted, that's what Spider-Man does in the first place, but still. Now, the third suit that we got ranked 5.5 out of 10 is the Peter Parker stealth suit. Now this one doesn't have any suit styles. Now when they showed this one in Far From Home, you know, I wasn't really the biggest fan. And it was mainly because like we never really got like the original Spider-Man suit. We got his homemade suit, then he had his original Stark suit, and then he got his Iron Spider suit, and then he got this stealth suit. And then he eventually made his own suit in Far From Home, but it was still with Stark tech. If someone pulled up on you with this suit, you know what I'm saying, they probably know what they doing. They look like they got hands. They don't look like they too, you know, vicious. They not gonna be on some Batman shit, but they got hands for sure. Now the final suit that we have ranked 5.5 out of 10 is Peter Parker's upgraded classic suit. This one doesn't have any suit styles. Now this was our original MCU Stark Tech suit. Between the movie suits at the time when this came out, this one was my least favorite. I mean, obviously, because this is our first. If we're not counting the homemade suit, this is our first one that's on the list. But you know, just a little better than average. This one was the first one where we really got the eyes going with the emotions. Regular schmegler suit, Stark improvements, whatever. I missed the whole entire tier. They're all Peter skin, so we're just gonna go through it. I've been recording for like 3 hours. Ranked 5.75 out of 10. First we got this suit, Secret Wars Civil War suit. The best ones is probably these middle two. I'm going with this one. The only reason it's ranked this high is because it got the mechanical wings. That's the only reason it's ranked this high. The fourth one's not really my style, but you know, if a girl's playing a game or if someone, you know, if a foo-foo boy's playing a game, he can go for that. The first one is just not it, bro. The second one we have at 5.75 out of 10 is this suit right here. Looks pretty clean, good color palette, but there's no suit style, so I can't go up anymore. And you know, it's a little bit of weird shape with the mask, but you know, it is what it is. It's still cool. There's just suits that are better. The next one we have is the hybrid, Peter Parker's hybrid suit. Now you might be wondering why I'm doing this one a little different than other parts of the video. Well, I got to like 7.5 out of 10 and realized I forgot suits, because I know damn well I didn't rank that Secret War suit higher than like suits you're gonna see later on in the video. That's if I decide to edit and put this back in the video. Now the next two suits that we have is ranked 6 out of 10, and the first one is Peter Parker's MCU Iron Spider suit. This one doesn't have any suit styles. Now it's cool getting an Iron Spider suit in the MCU, but I didn't like that. It's basically what I was saying before. Everything was Stark this, Stark that, and it was never Uncle Ben, Peter Parker, Spider-Man. It was always Stark, and then we might have some Peter and Spider-Man in the background. Eventually, of course, I wanted to get the Iron Spider suit. See, the thing about the Iron Spider suit is comics and MCU is just like, if it's available, why wouldn't he always wear it? Especially the MCU where it's nanotech. I don't know if it was nanotech in the comics. Now, speaking of the MCU, the second suit that we have ranked 6 out of 10 is the Black Panther. Oh shit, no. My bad. The Black Panther. Wait, my bad. The Miles Morales Forever suit. We already know y'all wanted to put Wakanda Forever head ass. Now, you can't really go wrong with either of these suit styles, but listen, because of Miles with his connection to the Prowler, and because of Black Panther, listen, you gotta go purple. Now, you know, this suit is probably one of the maybe cooler ones to have, but like cooler as in like, oh yeah, they put like basically a Black Panther suit in the game. For it just being a fire suit, like, you know, it's just slightly above average. 6 out of 10, pretty decent. And also like the suit styles they're all, you know, relatively good, but they're not really anything that crazy. Now the next two suits that we have is ranked 6.25 out of 10, and the first one is the Miles Morales Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. suit. Now the best suit style, you gotta go with the second one, but if you went with the third or fourth one, I can understand the first one. In the words of J.K. Simmons, our very own J. Jonah Jameson.
Not quite my tempo. It's all good. No worries. Here we go.
Now this one's a little better than the MCU stealth suit, and then obviously it has the shield logo on it. You know, a little better than average. A few more bells and whistles than the MCU stealth suit, and also it has better suit styles. Now the second suit that we have ranked 6.25 out of 10 is the Peter Parker upgraded suit from Far From Home. This one doesn't have any suit styles. Now this was like the first one where I'm like, okay, he made his own suit and it actually looks pretty decent, but you know, it wasn't our original red and blue, bruh. But you know, I like black, I like red. Pretty cool, man. Visually, this is the best looking one from the MCU visually. Now the next suit we have ranked 6.5 out of 10 is the Miles Morales Purple Rain suit. Now the best suit style, you really can't go wrong with either of these, but I'm gonna say the third one because it's quite literally shining. Now I'm pretty sure this is the suit you get when you do the Prowler missions. Now those tended to be the easier of the side missions, so therefore the amount of work you do compared to what you're getting, this is probably one of the better ones. You literally beat the game and then they give you life story for Peter. This suit is one of the suits like, okay, yeah, these are good. The other suits is one that's, you know, starting to get good, a little above average. This is one of the suits from here on out, these suits are good. Now these next two suits are ranked 6.75 out of 10, and the first one is Peter Parker's Amazing 2 suit. This one doesn't have any suit styles. Now me personally, I like the first Amazing Spider-Man suit better than the second one. The first one had more of its own identity, and the second one kind of looked like it was doing its own thing a little bit, but it was taking hints from the first film as well as the Raimi films. But before the MCU, this was my least favorite movie suit. Speaking of movie suits, now the other suit we have ranked 6.75 out of 10 is we got the Peter Parker Into the Spider-Verse Noir suit. This one doesn't have any styles. Obviously we got the art style of the film, and this one comes with the, you know, animations if you get it before, you know, the Miles Morales suits. This one, I mean, you could add a little 0.5, 0.25. I mean, even though this came out like 5 years ago, you know, some nostalgia. But besides Miles Morales, Spider-Gwen, this is the most lit alternative version of Spider-Man, bruh. You got your OG Peter Parker, you got Miles Morales, and then it's debatable on who you're talking to, who number 3 is. Also, who doesn't like a trench coat? The next 3 suits we have is ranked 7 out of 10. And the first one is Peter Parker Anti-Venom suit. This one doesn't have any styles. Now from the symbiote suits that they gave us, that's exclusive to this game, the Anti-Venom is the best one. It looks clean, bringing elements of Anti-Venom into this game. And also, it makes sense with, I don't even know if that's the origin, but it makes sense with Mr. Negative using his power to alter the leftover symbiote within Peter. And also it gave me my Venom abilities back. I'm like, dude, I know damn well I didn't upgrade it just for me to lose the symbiote anyway. Now the second suit that we have ranked 7 out of 10 is the Miles Morales classic suit. Besides the 4th one, you can't really go wrong with either of these suit styles. But since I got a suit similar later on in the game that I'm probably going to use with the second style, and the game already by default gives you the first style, and the third style I actually used in the game, we'll go with the third style. Besides symbiote suits, they kind of give us 3 suits from different points in the game for each of the characters. You have your classic suits for both of them, and you have your upgraded suits for both of them, and then Miles gets whatever other suit is, bro, we're not even going to speak of. We already passed it. Just a cool design, and you have decent styles and decent color palettes, so 7 out of 10. Now the final suit that we have ranked 7 out of 10 is, I don't know what y'all gonna think about this one, but I like it. Peter Parker's apocalyptic suit. This one doesn't have any suit styles. Now honestly, if this has some suit styles, I don't know. I could move this up like a 7.5 maybe, but you know, we just got the original colors, man. I like the apocalypse, man. It's kind of gets apocalyptic vibes, as well as like some cyberpunk vibes, especially like with it looked like you got a cybernetic arm. I actually like it, man. I actually like it. This is one that kind of works with you having your hair outside of your mask. You cut the whole top part of your mask off, Miles. And I just said I'm not even going to talk about that suit anymore, but alright, before we get into this next one, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, it's still going where it's going, but I didn't notice the 2 little dots on his forehead glowing. I don't really like that, but I'm not gonna put it below the classic suit and the anti-venom suit. But the next suit we got ranked 7.25 out of 10 is the Miles Morales Into the Spider-Verse suit. This one doesn't have any suit styles, but yeah, it's better than a lot of, you know, startup suits that Miles has, as well as some of other suits that we've seen so far. Now the second suit we have ranked 7.25 out of 10 is the Miles Morales upgraded suit. Now the best suit style is the OG. If you say style number 4, I ain't even mad at you. If you say style number 2, especially if you want to go to the original red and blue, had to rhyme with it, I ain't even mad at you. If you go style number 3, it better be for your Easter egg of Spider-Man armor Mark 1. If not, then I am mad at you. I think this one's better than the Into the Spider-Verse one. It looks clean, it looks sleek, it looks like there's, you know, it's not just the normal spandex. It looks like it has like some sort of different materials on it. I like the original one better than Peter's Insomniac original one, but Insomniac original one, you see it hasn't been on this list yet. It's only higher because it has better suit styles. Now the next suit we have ranked 7.25 out of 10 is the Bodega Cat suit. Now you can't go wrong with any of these suit styles, but since I don't really do green like that, we gonna go with the green. Honestly, you could say the 4th one is the best, honestly, because the mask is matching the sweater, the rest of the outfit, the shoes, as well as the cat mask. But for the video, I'll put on the green one. Now this one's basically like our original suit, but we got our sneakers on, we got our sweater on, we got a little cat in the bag. Now I don't recall getting in any fights with this suit on just yet, but I do recall in the Miles Morales game that when you throw hands and you do a finisher, the cat throw a paw, bruh. But yeah, it's basically like our regular suits, but you know, we got our little sidekick. Now the next 3 suits we have ranked 7.5 out of 10 is, now the first one I'm gonna just be brief because you get them with both Peter and Miles, but y'all know where I'm going. We got Peter and Miles Last Hunt suit. They're both basically the same and the same styles. I think maybe the best one is probably the second one. But yeah, this one's, you know, it's just pretty cool. It's pretty cool. I thought it was gonna be trash, and if I didn't think it was gonna be trash, it probably will be maybe 0.5, a little less. In hindsight, I probably will put it right under Bodega Cat, but it's still cool, man. But yeah, you know, that suit, you know, it's cool, but you know, it's not the best there is. Speaking of best there is, the second suit we have at rank 7.5 out of 10 is... Alright y'all, I've been recording for 5 hours. Don't know how long the final product is gonna be. But if you're seeing this, well, that means I split it into parts, whether it's 2 parts, 3 parts, whatever it's going to be. But let me know what y'all think of the list so far. Let me know your biggest disagreements and what you think is just straight facts. Thumbs up, subscribe, stay tuned for the next one. I'm out. Peace.